But what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Jet Willie Silly, man, a.k.a.
November 21st,
Mr.
2002.
Bro, shut up. You know what I mean? Mr. Take it easy. Playing our life easy. But make sure I follow my Instagram and Twitch, man, in the description down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. We got the most infamous bet in NBA history, man. NBA season is starting to heat up, ladies and gentlemen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you, bro. And I'm just very excited, bro, when it comes to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, about who's going to win. And I put a bet, you know, even though, you know, I'm not going to lose no money, you know what I mean, if my bracket does not go the way that I think is going to go. But $1 million, y'all, if you have not done a bracket, bro, it's a free bracket. You know what I mean? Honestly. And if you get everything right on that bracket, you win $1 million and other things as well. So I say, bro, it's worth a shot. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. You know, even though it's probably rare for you to win, you never know. You know what I mean? It's like the lottery, nigga. You know what I mean? So I think these teams gonna win, bro. And I put it in the bracket. You know what I'm saying? You said when it closed 2 days, bro. But I think you gotta be for the NBA app, bro. I think you gotta have an account with the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I got League Pass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think you got to have an account for it, you know, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, yeah, man, $1 million, man. You know what I mean? Honestly, if you get the whole bracket right, $1 million. And it's very hard because you got to get everything right. Like, for me, I got the Thunder winning in 6 against the Grizzlies. I got the Lakers winning in 6. You know, it's just you got to have a perfect bracket. You mess up on one thing, even the games. You mess up on one thing, you ain't winning $1 million.
The date is November 21st, 2002, and Charles Barkley is about to kiss a donkey's ass on live television. Yes, you heard that correct. But how did we get here? Well, let's go back 4 days earlier to November 17th, 2002.
When you finna kiss a donkey's butt, nigga, my mom think I'm finna kiss that donkey butt, but I don't give a dang about that bit. You know what I'm saying? That's just word up. You know what I mean? Bets off. You know what I mean? Keep it. Bets off. It's off. Done off.
In Los Angeles, the Lakers are currently coming off a three-peat.
Else.
There is some championship hangover. This was the offseason where Shaquille
would have had like a 5-peat if bro wasn't eating donuts. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro wasn't eating donuts and all that. The reason the Shaq era and the Kobe era didn't go as long as it did because bro wouldn't eat donuts and hamburgers.
O'Neal would famously wait until just before training camp to get surgery, saying, quote, "I got hurt on company time, so I heal on company time."
Yeah, this nigga?
As a result, the Lakers would get off to a rocky start, sitting at 3-6, with Kobe Bryant doing all he can to keep the Lakers afloat. But on this night, their work would be cut out for them, as the Houston Rockets would be in town. With them comes the mysterious 7'5" center from China, Yao Ming. Although Yao Ming wasn't the
Yao Ming, bro, he had injuries, but Yao Ming, bro, Yao Ming probably would have been one of the greatest centers of all time, bro, if he didn't have his injuries, bro. You know, like injuries really, you know, stopped Yao Ming from being like, you know what I mean, that guy for real. Yao Ming was like that, bro. I like the Ming, bro, for sure.
7'5"
Yao Ming a Hall of Famer for sure.
China, Yao Ming. Although Yao Ming wasn't the first Chinese player in the NBA, he was by far the most hyped. At 7'6", he was a unicorn.
And the thing is, with Yao Ming was one of them like tall dudes, like he had weight on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he like a Zach Edey. You see how Zach Edey, bro? And that's why I say Zach Edey pisses me off because it's like, bro, like Yao Ming, like he wasn't just like a tall cat, skinny tall cat. Like bro was a tall cat, had weight on him. And he had skill. He wasn't like a regular tall cat. He was one of the ones. He wasn't no Taco Fall nigga.
The son of 2 former Chinese national team captains, seemingly destined for basketball greatness.
It was hard.
He's got good skills for an 18-year-old, and he's always trying to get better every day. He comes out, works hard on his defense and his rebounding and moving his feet, and he's still really enthusiastic about the game, and eventually he's going to be a great basketball player.
But Yao's journey into the league isn't without controversy. At the age of 17, he was already playing for the Shanghai Sharks varsity varsity team with a towering height of 7'5". His favorite player is coincidentally Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
My favorite player is Hakeem Olajuwon of the Houston Rockets, probably because we're both centers. He's great, and I think that he brings a real intelligence to the court in the way he plays basketball.
In the summer of '97, Yao Ming would be even invited to play in Michael Jordan's camp and impressed greatly against a trash-talking MJ.
How well do you remember him talking trash to you?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
What do you mean?
I just don't understand the English back then.
In 1999, Yao Ming would actually be
I don't understand. I don't understand. That nigga didn't understand English.
by the Sharks GM, who he refers to as Mr. X in his autobiography, to enter the NBA draft. There is a catch though. Yao Ming must sign Mr. X as his agent. Once the NBA Players Association got a hold of this contract, Yao Ming was able to void it. Why? Because Mr. X was asking for 33% of Yao's income.
Come on, bro, stop it,
At the
bro.
exact same time in the NBA, Charles Barkley would be in his final season with the Houston Rockets.
I remember this right here. I ain't gonna lie, Charles Barkley, bro.
After a tumultuous
Charles
season
Barkley got that boy up
sidelined
out of
from
there.
injuries, he would officially retire after scoring this iconic final bucket. After Barkley's retirement,
Charles Barkley got that boy Shaq up. You know what I mean? Got that boy Shaq in the air for real. We thinking that Shaq, you know, was punishing Charles, but Charles lifted that boy up for real.
Johnson and Kenny the Jet Smith as a third analyst on TNT's Inside the NBA.
The end of another chapter for Charles Barkley. His next chapter will be written here at Turner
Inside
Broadcasting,
the
TNT,
NBA, man.
and TBS. He'll join us full-time next year.
With Barkley, the show would take off as a staple of the NBA viewing experience. The controversial Barkley with the instigating Smith matched with the neutral Johnson was a match made in heaven. In 2002, due to the success of the show, TNT would debut a new show featuring the trio called Listen Up, to be played before the network's Thursday doubleheaders. That year, Yao Ming would again try his hand at entering the NBA draft. However, he would run into more trouble. You see, while Yao Ming chose to not enter the 1999 NBA draft, his national teammate Wang Zhizhi did, and would be drafted 36th overall by the Dallas Mavericks, becoming the first Chinese player in NBA history. Wang Zhizhi would join the Mavericks for the entire 2002 NBA season, and despite his stated obligations of returning to China that summer, Wang would instead blindside both the Mavericks and China, and choose to stay in the United States, facing major criticism from China to say the least. With Yao, China was now more cautious than ever. After intense negotiations, China would allow Yao to enter the NBA draft under 3 strict conditions. Yao must continue to play for the Chinese national team every summer. He must be selected #1 overall, and he must send 50% of his salary back to China. An unconfirmed
See, y'all gotta understand. The thing is, China's just different, y'all, bro. China different, so y'all probably like, dang, bro, how can they do that? China, if I'm not mistaken, China is a dictator country. If I'm not mistaken. It's not no presidents, you know what I'm saying? Like the United States, you know, presidents like Donald Trump, you know, Hillary Clinton, and them folks like that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, China is a dictator country. You know what I mean? So it's like whatever they say, go. You feel me? So it's basically whatever that dictator say, it goes. You know what I mean? So that's what I be saying with me. It's like the freak. Who the freak you think you is putting these stipulations on me? That's the type. If you not God, bro, who the freak do you think you are? You talking about 50% of my earnings. I have to play for the China's national team in the summer and I have to be #1 overall pick. You controlling me? Who the freak? It just rubbed me the wrong way when a human has the audacity to think that you can control me in any type of way. The only one that can control me is my creator. Is my creator, bro, and my heavenly Father, bro. God and Jesus Christ. That's the only one I give authority over me. And I'm not gonna say I won't, submit to authority. I do for sure, but that authority that I'm submitting to got to be right. You know what I'm saying? Talking about controlling me, talking about sending 50% of my income's back to China. Who the freak you talking to?
Confirmed but widely reported claim at the time.
The freak?
Once assured that Yao would go first overall, the Shanghai Sharks granted him clearance, making him officially eligible for the NBA draft.
F Shanghai.
Another note, Yao Ming,
F the Shanghai
player
Sharks.
with great upside here, 7'6". The Shanghai Sharks are going to release him before the Saturday deadline to apply for the NBA draft.
Before we get to what happens next, a quick word from today's sponsor.
And then the thing is, bro, that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand, bro. And people love saying this, oh, the NBA has the greatest players in the world. Bro, the United States isn't the only, the NBA is just the most known, most known national basketball sport, known freaking National Basketball Association in the world. But it's plenty other countries, bro, that has like, you know what I'm saying, like professional basketball. That's why I be saying, like, when it comes to me, I don't say the NBA has the best basketball players in the world. You know what I mean? I say that they're the best basketball players in the NBA. You know what I mean? Because you have some people who I genuinely feel like it's better than a lot of people in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, look, just look at our top players in the NBA. SGA from Canada, Jokic from Serbia, Giannis from Greece, Luka. Where the freak Luka from, bro? I forgot where the freak Luka from, but I know Luka ain't from freaking the United States. I know he's foreign. You know, our top players in the NBA, bro, is foreign. And I'm telling you, bro, it's somebody out there, bro. It's a Jokic out there, bro. It's a nigga that can. It's some. Look, he's from Slovenia. Luka from Slovenia. You know what I mean, bro? It's players out there, bro. I'm telling you, that's in this world that just hasn't got that opportunity, bro. Like Steph, but Steph is not the greatest player to ever shoot basketball. It's not. Just because we never heard of somebody, bro, that doesn't mean that he's not out there. That's having a limited mindset. Somebody out there better than LeBron James. Somebody out there, bro, you know what I'm saying, better than Steph Curry. Somebody out there, they just need the opportunity, bro. Need it.
From the start.
And that's what I said. That player most likely will come up. You know what I mean? Like they never thought they'll see somebody like Michael Jordan. There go LeBron James. They probably never thought they'll see somebody like Reggie Miller. There goes Steph Curry. So it's always been that guy, bro, in the generation. Just where he at? When he coming? You know what I'm saying? It's always like, where he at when he coming?
Skepticism surrounded Yao's transition to the NBA.
Never say never.
Doubted whether he could live up to the hype. Bill Simmons famously wrote, "Years from now, we will remember Yao Ming over Jay Williams the same way we remember Bowie over Jordan." Dignataro piled on, saying, "I feel he would be abused inside. Some say Ming can handle the basketball well and shoot 15-foot jumpers, but is that what you really want from a player his size?"
Heck yeah.
Adding to the doubts, Yao's obligations to China forced him to play the 2002 FIBA World Championships, causing him to miss the Rockets training camp.
First 2 weeks of training camp where you put in your nuts and bolts of your philosophy, your offense, your defense, he missed all that.
And early on, the critics looked like they would be correct.
It was a debut to forget. Early in the second, Jonathan Bender goes right over the big guy for the lane. He would be scoreless all night, getting no points, only 2 rebounds, and incurring 3 fouls in just 11 minutes on court.
In 2 of his first 4 NBA games, Yao would score 0 points.
I keep top of myself, and also my parents is helping on that. Everybody have a start, but most important is where your ending is.
2 nights after his scoreless outing against Seattle, Charles Barkley would join the chorus of doubters.
Kenny and Charles.
How much time we got?
Ernie Johnson. How much time do you need?
Are we gonna make the bet?
Yao Ming.
He said Yao Ming gonna get 19 points. If he gets
On
19
Saturday
points
night?
in the game, I'll kiss his ass right here if he gets 19 points in the game.
No, don't score, Yao Ming. That's right. You're right. It's not a bad game. Do you know it?
Now back to our game.
Dang, bro, I'm gonna miss Ernie Johnson, bro, inside the NBA, bro. Inside the NBA, bro, been around for a long time, bro. Can't believe the NBA really like doing that to the inside the NBA, bro. I can't believe that.
Do you know it?
Now back to our
Ernie
game.
been around ever
After
since the nigga
seeing
been
the majority of the
watching
first
NBA,
quarter,
bro.
Yao would let his mark be felt in the second. Yao would finish with 12 points in the second quarter alone, putting on display an array of offensive skill set.
Ming wants to turn baseline and does reverse layup is good, and Yao Ming
showing the world why he was the #1 overall draft pick.
7 on the shot clock, fall away jump shot. Maybe that's the best part of his game. Yao Ming Francis in the lane, lots of English. Yao Ming, and he's got the layup and a career.
Bro, Yao was like that, bro. Freaking injuries
But
killed
despite
him,
Yao
bro.
having a hot first half, he would not see the floor in the third quarter.
He and Fish got into it, but there doesn't seem to be any residual, and a three-point.
With Steve Francis and Coutinho Mobley chipping in 11 points for the quarter.
Francis pull-up jump shot, left side is good. Derek Fisher right there on him anyway.
In a way, how Yao's teammates are helping him on the court is reminiscent of how they're helping him off the court. As the media continued to doubt Yao during his early struggles, his teammates would have his back.
People stupid, yo. They crazy. Houston was a family. It was a family. One of the smartest, salt of the earth, like philosophical beings.
Big kid, big fella. That's good. Glad he's on our side.
In particular, team captain Steve Francis. You see, Francis was in some ways responsible for Yao being there, as he was the one representing the Rockets during the draft lottery. Now with Yao on the team, Steve Francis took him under his wing.
That's the best way to win. We wait for half court set. Percentage is not good like that. So we can get up.
But there was some frustration though, as some teammates were annoyed that Yao wouldn't dunk the basketball.
Because their culture is about like not disrespecting your opponent, and dunking on somebody at that time was disrespecting.
Back then, dunk for me is like embarrassing people, disrespect. Culture-wise, it's not fitting to me back then.
After
see that's that China-ish. You know what I mean? USA, we dunk on niggas. You know what I'm saying? USA, we slam on them, and we don't give a damn how they feel about it. That's USA, you know what I'm saying? We ain't no ching chong. You know what I mean? Ain't no China stuff going on. Ain't no ching chong around here. We in USA, we punish. You know what I'm saying? So he had to get used to that USA type of mentality. USA, we dunk on niggas, we punish niggas. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more ching chong, ain't no more China. You feel me? Over here now.
Barkley's bet in the 2 games following, Yao Ming was
I wish Yao Ming would have came up to me and said, in my culture, dunking on people is very disrespectful. I would have slapped the taste out of Yao Ming mouth. But what you just say to me, boy, you little tall, soft cupcake? You know what I'm saying? A little 7'6" nigga coming around me talking about dunking on people. Like, disrespectful, coach. In my culture, we don't dunk on people. It's disrespectful. I would have slapped the taste out of Yao Ming mouth. I said, boy, you in the USA now, boy. You know what I'm saying? You better dunk on that nigga. Little tall self, tell me I ain't finna dunk on a nigga 7'6" cupcake.
3 points, then 7 points. After that,
You said who the Giants taking? Abdul Carter!
Barkley on the 14th of November decides to double down.
Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart. Hold on, what Charles Barkley say?
Then 7 points. After that, Barkley on the 14th of November decides to double down.
Will this be the week I have to kiss Kenny's ass? Hey, why would you do that? I told you, if Yao Ming gets 19 points in the game this year, I'm going to kiss his ass right here in front of everybody. He had 12 points and 18 rebounds. No, that was Sean Bradley. Yao Ming made Sean Bradley look like Bill Russell. Okay. When you said that, I thought you was going to bet me he's going to get 19 points in a week. When you said he's going to get 19 points in one game.
He got skill. He really does. He's got to learn the game a little bit. He's got to get the training.
Learn the game. He's been playing the game all these years.
On November 15th, in a game in Phoenix, Yao Ming will perhaps have his most humiliating moment yet.
Out of the way. Let him go by him. Clear out. Let him go.
Oh.
Almost blew out an ACL right there. Watch this.
They laughing at him?
That's Yao Ao. They don't have that kind of crossover in Shanghai.
But despite being embarrassed, Yao would show improvement, going 5 for 6 for 10 points. But the Houston Rockets would lose 88-87 to the Suns. 48 hours later, we are now entering the fourth quarter. Sitting at just 12 points, Yao Ming was subbed back into the game. With the Rockets down 5, Steve Francis will continue his hot shooting, scoring 11 in the quarter.
Francis, a pass to the basket, gets inside line, raise their cameras for that matchup. Mobley crossover dribble, gets in the lane. Nice play offensively all the way.
Yao wouldn't be too shabby himself, going 2 for 2, finishing with 17 points.
Here comes Francis for the pass to Yao Ming. The layup in the foul into the basket. They finally get it to him. Spin move.
Oh, boy, Yao, boy. Dang, boy.
Now with 17.
But Kobe Bryant
You know
isn't
Kobe.
just yet.
You know it's Kobe Bryant, though, Yao. You know Kobe Bryant, though, Yao. Ching Chong. Ching Chong. That's the LA game. That's
The
L.
Rockets needing one more dagger. This is what happens. For those counting, that would make it 19 points. And no one would be happier for him than his teammates. Today, Yao Ming is unquestionably celebrated as an NBA legend. But in those first couple weeks of the 2002-2003 NBA season, most were convinced he was destined to fail. Yet it was
so much, bruh.
that reminded everyone, perhaps greatness simply
So much
required patience.
potential, bruh.
While the world doubted,
Injuries, bruh.
Yao and his teammates never wavered.
Can't wait to see TNT. Can't wait to see it.
I went out and bought an ass and kissed my ass right here.
Yeah, no, that nigga finna kiss that doggy, man.
On national TV. Like, I need some
Got me messed
lipstick
up.
and punk her up. Kiss my ass.
Kenny.
Hey, I'm not. I said, how can I win and still win? This is how
Kenny, you trying to humiliate me.
No, I'm saying, no, it would be more humiliating if you kissed me than so I said I'll buy an ass.
Okay. You know what? I'm a man of my word.
You're mad at your word.
Uh-oh.
You got me messed up. They got me to kiss a donkey butt, but you got me messed up, kitty.
Then so I said I'll buy an ass.
Okay. You know what? I'm a man of my word.
You're mad at your word.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna kick him.
Not exactly what the donkey wanted to hear.
He's gonna kick him.
That nigga kissed the donkey butt. That nigga kissed it.
What makes this moment even more special?
They really finna get rid of the inside the NBA, bro. NBA lame, but y'all lame, bro. I ain't gonna lie, NBA, bro. In the future, bro, I ain't gonna lie. If you don't tighten up, gang, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. You gonna lose people, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. All the little soft junk you instantly inside the NBA, bro.
Is that the Rockets were playing the Dallas Mavericks later that night. Because the
last year we get Kenny
happened on Listen Up. Remember?
This the last freaking. This the last we get, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the last we get of Arnie, Shaq, Kenny, and Kenny and freaking Chuck.
Airs before the TNT broadcast, we were able to get Yao's reaction.
What is Ming's reaction? I can tell by.
Did you see that? Charles Barkley kiss donkey.
Yao Ming would have a successful, albeit short-lived NBA career due to injuries. When it was all said and done, he would end up averaging 1.6 assists, 9.2 rebounds, and 19.0 points per game.
Dang, Yao, bro. Bro, I wanted to see Yao, bro. I wanted to see Yao do his thing, bro. Freaking injuries, bro. I hating that junk, bro. Dang, my nigga Yao, bro. That's one player I wanted to see live up to his potential. Yao Ming and D Rose. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But what's good? I'm just gonna say what's good. What the frick am I talking about? But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for joining this stream. Y'all know your boy Jay is a boxer, you know what I mean? So y'all know that your boy Jay gotta go to boxing practice, man. You know what I mean? Monday through Friday, I got boxing classes, man. Freak! You know, the things that you don't want to do is the things that you got to do in order to become a great one. You know what I mean? Honestly, but if y'all missed the freaking videos that I reacted to on Twitch, it will be transferred over to YouTube. It's your boy Jay Willie Silly, a.k.a. Miss Take It Easy, Fanny Like Bees, man. Gang.